Man, it's good to be back. Welcome everybody. The Cafecito Time coffee is officially sold out. Thank you guys so much. We just did a pop-up, and that's when everybody jumped on it. And at the same time, people were shopping on chingothemerch.com. So Mr. Juan Perez, I gave him 4 shout-outs yesterday on the podcast. I did 4. Juan was like, hey, bro, before we go do the pop-up, make sure you got an accurate representation online. I was like, bro, it's only a couple hours, man. We'll be fine. They're not going to go online and buy up everything right now. And that's exactly what happened. So, yeah.
So did you order more?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I got to, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure out everything. You know, what coffee are we focusing on? Because we got to streamline everything. Like Juan was telling me, he's like, bro, for the Sancho merch, it's easy. He's like, cap, shirt, jacket. And I'm like, what about the little black book, Big Don? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to put out the little black book.
We do have to put the little black book. There's that one thing that Dana Lynn Bailey uses, those little books. Remember that brand?
Yeah,
that they use?
The field
I forgot
notes.
what the field notes. Yeah, they sell. And
all we need is wholesale on those.
I know where.
Okay,
I got it.
Perfect. But it's not black, though. We need a little black book.
I think they have different colors.
Okay, cool.
So,
well, y'all stay tuned. Any pop-ups?
I like your hat.
Hey, represent that her apparel. I'm gonna do another podcast this Friday.
Make sure you wear my hat then.
The Dirty Third podcast with Mike D, and I might wear it. I don't know. Juan's like, hey, bro, you got to wear the cowboy hat. He's like, you got to bust out the cowboy hat and the boots and just kind of tie it all together and remind people.
Remind people that you were the originator.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In essence.
I had this whole thing with him yesterday. It was so funny, Juan. So we were talking about something, and I said, so basically you kind of did it first in 2003.
I mean, technically like 01, 02, but we're going.
That's exactly how our whole conversation
I'm
went.
nudging I'm moving the goalpost.
Like,
He's just corrected you the whole time.
It's
the whole time.
Oh, baby.
Juan's like, no. When
Slow
did
down,
you get
babe.
Cleto? When was Cleto born? Juan's like, no, we need Cleto birth certificate.
We need exact
Death certificate.
dates
Yeah,
and times
it's
for
2.
Wikipedia.
No, Wikipedia. I'm not gonna say nothing on there bad. But go on.
And then, so then I said, yeah. And then I said, and then the boots and the shorts, that started, and I like give him a date. It's like, actually, no, it started this, and it was just
I'm like,
so
I feel
funny.
like you trying to start something. but look, yesterday I was on the J Vaz show, and dude, we talked about everything. You know, I got the Adam Carolla show coming up. I hope we talk about everything on the Adam Carolla, but you know, certain things are recurrent questions and stuff, and you know, I got to make sure that I explain stuff in a real simple way. You know, just real basic. You know, ain't going back and forth about everything. I'm just gonna let you know I got about 5 or 6 solid ideas right here. On this
What is that from? If you know, if you're a really moviegoer, you got to know where that's from.
Elf.
I know, but I'm saying the audience, silly.
Okay.
They had to know where that's from. But you just told them, so it didn't matter.
So what's up, Marisol? What do you have? What's cracking today?
Nothing. I had a little consult before. It went a little bit over. Sorry about that.
You did a consultation?
I did a little consultation before. Shout out to my coffee.
Shout out to my water with a little bit of cayenne and a little bit of Celtic sea salt. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
We staying
special
salty.
salt?
Yeah, Celtic. My bad. I said Boston Celtics. It's Celtic. Because
I looked at him weird.
Hey man, because
like,
my doctor, Dr. Juan Perez, you know, who the doctor that sent you to go see when your social media wasn't doing too good? Juan Perez was like, hey bro, most people are magnesium deficient, and you know, I'm adding to your statistics. But yeah, you know,
Actually, that's the only thing we take at night because we're out of the rest of the combination of magnesium.
Oh yeah, the zinc, magnesium. Yeah,
we're out of it.
Yeah, we ran out of one of the bottles of magnesium, so we got the other bottle somewhere.
Yeah, so Celtic salt has 3 different magnesiums. That's why I was saying that's probably better because it has like 85 minerals in it.
85 minerals, yo. And you won't be doing none of that.
Oh man,
you won't be doing none of that.
But I will say, Juan, I'm very proud of myself. Do you know that I stopped doing? I usually have 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah, I used to.
Like,
I feel
per
better
day.
now that I don't.
Like for real, like a minimum of 2.
And I sell coffee.
Hey, and the third one would just be for just.
Yeah.
I hate to say that
Yeah.
word because you use it in such a
Por
bad way.
maña, yeah,
Por
yeah.
maña, you know what I'm saying? Like just
Por costumbre, se dice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's cold outside. I could go for a little coffee right
Oh,
now.
yes, it's frío.
Babe, will you make some coffee?
It'll help the food go down. Go ahead and make a little espresso.
I'm like, okay, let me go get a little, you know. But I think I'm going to bring my other Bialetti out where it just makes the espresso shots. And then, you know, maybe just go from there. But so I'm down to just, you know, 1 cup, which I'm proud of myself.
And the show is called Cafecito Time. So we being very transparent with y'all.
Yeah, I am being very transparent because I drank a lot of
Hey,
coffee.
you did a 180, homie. That's what they're going to tell me because I'm down to 1 cup now. I thought you scared or what?
I'm scared. Well, I just feel like, man, I was having to have too many cups of coffee to stay kind of like, now I don't go to bed at the best time ever also. You know, my brain, I have a hard time shutting it down.
She's like, I like watching murder mysteries right before bed, and that's going to help it shut down.
Actually, right now I'm watching a drug lord, thank you.
Griselda.
Have you watched it?
Juan, he ain't got time. Juan's on a mission. He said, bro, it's 2024. We got stuff to do.
Every time I leave from volunteering, I always feel like I need to save the world, right? Every time. I just want to say something real quick. I
didn't know what you were going to say.
Wait, no, my one kid, which we discovered is Steph. He is able to sign to me the letters A through L officially today.
Oh, you taught him all that?
And I low-key wanted to cry. And I was like, had a big old knot in my throat.
And he's in kinder?
He's in kinder.
That's great.
And because he's nonverbal.
And you're just volunteering, bro.
And
like, you're pitching in.
He's nonverbal. And when I was just like, so he gave me a high five on one hand, and when he'd do it again, I'd say, give me another one, and then we do both hands, and he just like his smile on his face, you know, just was so happy, and I'm
that
just
sense
like,
of accomplishment.
Yes,
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, see, you got to keep encouraging that so that they find learning, you know, like, you know, I don't know, fun maybe, or like not hard for him since there's no one helping him with his situation, you know. But I wanted to go tell the teacher so bad. I said, I'd like for you to see this. Like, he does know his alphabet. I want you to see this. But he was having a teacher, like, I guess that's their conference hour. So him and some other teachers were together. I was like, I gotta get there super early next time because I want to go talk to him. I said, and just show him. I said, great. Because he is able to identify these letters, and granted, we're only to L, but I'm just still very happy for him. So anyway, I leave there, and you know, I go down the Thomas Sowell, you know, rabbit hole, and I'm like listening to this whole thing about, you know, how he went from these, like, he was supposed to go to a shitty school, right, but was able to go to another school. And at that time, it was a little bit different where parents did have school choice. So right now we don't. I think HISD finally has that, where right now it's an open application, and then they closes it, and then you got to go to the school you got to go to, or something like that. But anyway, I went down that rabbit hole, and I was just like, I've got to make a change. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to like figure it out, well, you know, because my kids are going to be stuck with this poor education. And while I know I know that my child can go to a private school, right? Like, I know that. And I hate to use my own child as, you know, like, example? I don't want to, an example. I just, like, you know, feel like we got to push these schools to do a lot more for these children. You know what I'm saying? And like, really, parents have got to get involved. It's not just a teacher's problem.
Well, you're probably saving that kid's life, because if you never learn how to like read or socialize, or you don't get that confidence of like knowing your ABCs, then you could end up getting in trouble, statistically speaking. So you probably just saved like a whole family a lot of grief.
I think right now, like, don't quote me on it, I'll look it up again, but I think I read somewhere where it's like 47% of like people graduating can't read like fluently. 47%? That's pretty high. Yeah. I'm almost positive it was pretty, like, it might even be higher, to be honest with you, but I think it was 47 on something that I read. It was Apple News, so I don't really know. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a scary statistic for our
40,
country.
that's a lot. That's very scary, because that means, like, even let's just say when you apply for a job, you know what I'm saying? like you wouldn't even be able to get through reading your benefits.
I mean,
because some of the
how
vocabulary.
you navigate your daily life? Like you're getting by, you know what I mean? But it's like if you really can't read what the bus route says and a menu, how do you navigate life? So that's a very scary.
It's like
statistic.
reading is a very powerful thing to know how to do. Like
It's
really
fundamental.
It's fundamental facts, just like math is, but
then you won't be able to read my tour dates, and then how you know what I'm saying? How you gonna do the transaction with the improv? It's like, man, Chingo coming to Brea, but I can't read the screen. So
Yeah, but school is just one part of it, though. Like at the end of the day, if you teach your kids just the basic stuff of like how to teach themselves and how to learn on that kind of stuff, teach them morals, just the basic foundation, then it doesn't matter where they go to school, because at the end of the day, they'll know what to keep out and what to actually take in, and on top of that, they can little things about reading and stuff. I mean, for kids that watch a lot of TV, subtitles, just throw it on the TV.
But if you can't even recognize letters,
right.
then you have
But
a
I'm saying
problem.
you got to start putting it up so they can start recognizing some of the things, because when they're watching TV and they're hearing the words, they're starting to read. Like my son will put it on. I didn't even know he does this. He just does it. He's like, hey, this thing doesn't have subtitles. I'm like, you read the subtitles? And he's like a quick little, and I didn't even know he did that on his own. But like, I was like, man, why didn't I even think about doing
that's
that?
how my mom taught herself English.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of that. And then on top of that, just like taking kids to libraries on their own so that they can get books outside of just the school, and the school libraries are free. So, there's a bunch of different things people can do. It's just like, don't think that you're limiting your kids' ability to learn, or it's going to give them a disadvantage in life if you're actually teaching on the foundation, because it doesn't matter where they're going to go at the end of the day, as long as you're giving them enough attention and enough morals and enough support. That doesn't matter where you put them.
So in other words, the parent got to be the main teacher,
Pretty much.
basically.
It is a team effort though, because the teacher, if a teacher can't do her job also when there's 28 to 32 children in a classroom.
And if the parents ain't
Right, but if you could, we could all think about our education system when we were younger. Just think about all the teachers. None of them were ever the same. You can't tell me you didn't have a bad teacher at least once or twice somewhere in your growth. But you knew. There was still stuff about that situation you probably took away within the classroom. There's different ways to learn, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not just
but it's still going to take like a teacher and a parent work effort for that to happen, because
she's saying that's ideal when you have somebody that was a future teacher of America like Marisol,
because these children are probably I'm a product of immigrant parents, right? My parents weren't able to help me because they didn't speak the language, so I pretty much had to navigate kindergarten, pre-K, kindergarten first on my own. And then finally by second grade, my parents kind of already knew the basics. You know what I'm saying? But going back to your point, my parents also, they may have not been able to know what I had to do, but they wanted to make sure that my homework was complete. Does that make sense? Even though, let me see what do you have homework today? I already did it. Yes. Yeah. So let me look at it. You see what I'm saying? Even though they didn't speak the language, they were still there. It takes a parent to say, it's time for you to go to bed at a decent time. It takes a parent to say, we got to do homework. It takes a parent to say, it's time to eat breakfast, because we need breakfast to open up, your mind before you go and learn. So I feel that, yes, there needs to be a foundation at home, but there also needs to be a foundation of importance of making sure your kid gets to school. You know what I'm saying? So like, you're still going to be a product of your environment. So if your environment isn't good, it's chaotic, then you're more than likely not going to excel in school either, because that's probably the only person that's maybe giving you attention is your teacher, right? That's probably the only place you're maybe getting a meal, because maybe you're not getting all your meals at home because parents can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a teacher and parent dynamic really working together, and if that is possible, where a teacher's not frustrated because she's got to buy her own school supplies because the school's not providing all the material that she needs, when you don't have enough teachers to teach children, so you just stuff 32 children in one classroom or 28 kids in one classroom, and the teacher's having to handle all this. Today I walked into a little computer class, art class, I was asking the teacher for directions to somewhere where I was supposed to be in the school, and she turns her head, and there's a boy and a girl fighting each other, and there's another little boy trying to break it up. Keep your hands to yourself, guys. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't fight. And so I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'll get out of here. Like I just told the teacher, I'll go figure it out myself. Don't worry about it. Like I walked out because there's so many kids there. She can't even turn her head to just tell me 3 words.
And I'm pretty sure there's about to be more here pretty soon. I just downloaded this audiobook, The Art of Learning. It was the author. He was a child chess prodigy. They did that search of Bobby Fischer. It was about him, but now he's like a jujitsu like badass. And so the chapter I was listening to right now, he's talking about creating smaller circles, like when you're exploring a subject or something. And the example I think he gave was like a teacher told the girl like, "Hey, write an essay about your hometown," and she was just stuck. Like, man, I don't even know. And then he said, "Okay, start with like the super specific." The upper right hand corner of the front, whatever, of the theater in the thing. And she's like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, she's just like, whoa, how did you reframe this for me? I don't know how that applies to jujitsu or anything like that. But it was actually like this jujitsu whiz kid that everybody's trying to interview. Like, yo, where'd you come from? How'd you get so good so young? And what's your deal? And that was one of the books he referenced. Pretty
yeah,
get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot to that, and especially with what you were saying, like immigrant parents. That's a prime example of what I mean, because you can think about immigrant parents and those kids. Those kids always end up thriving because there's a strong base that the parents instill in the kids because they have to. Because we're taking you to another environment, and we don't know what they're going to be showing y'all. But just make sure you stay with this. And then what happens is they get that and they instill it. That's why a lot of immigrant kids do really good. And then later on, as the kids get older and the generations dull, that's whenever they start to just morph into whatever. If they don't keep the traditions or they don't keep that certain pieces of it, that's why they start to like morph into whatever the culture is. And it starts to get diluted later and later.
Yeah, it's a product. They're a product of their environment. So, that's what that happens. But, man, I've said this before on my own podcast. I know a lot of times there's a lot of single parents. We have a lot more single parents now, which is a little bit harder for you to like, I get it, like to kind of like get it done. But, if you just take even 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that's all you need to do is 20 minutes out of your day to sit down and read to them or have them read to you and kind of see and check to see where, if you got to go to job number 2, maybe just in between job number 2, ask them, it's like, hey, where's your homework? Did you do it yet? How's it going?
Man, I heard. So did y'all hear something? Y'all's ear didn't do that? Okay, I guess it was my ear. Keep going. Go on.
I don't even know.
Yeah, sorry. It was like, it felt like almost like I'm about to be one of the X-Men because I got some kind of special power. It felt like some type of like the sound went like magnetized. It went. I thought it was like feedback from some headphones or something. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but hey, shout out to my weed man. I think this that deaf.
Oh my God.
This that one ear, baby. What's going on? Go ahead, baby.
Can you teach him A through L too?
Yeah, I might need to work. I need to start. I might have to start learning. Thank you. You're welcome. All over again. Can I tell them my tour dates?
Yeah.
All right. Little shameless self promotion. California. I am on my way. Brea. Pull up at the Improv February 8th. On the 9th, I'm gonna be in the studio. I'm doing some podcasts out there. February 10th, Burbank, California. We haven't done that club in years. A lot of these clubs we ain't done in years. And of course, Houston Improv, February 23rd, 24th. Super excited, about working out this new material and stuff. So between now and then, you know, Daddy's got to hit some stages. You know what I'm saying?
Which you've been doing a few.
A little bit here and there. They come up and you know, working on some stuff.
How was the pop-up as you did?
Oh yeah, the pop-up was great, man. We're about to do a live stream after this and pull a raffle. And for shout out to all the people that came out, but we're gonna do a drawing, hook some people up with some tickets to the shows at the Houston Improv.
Oh, okay.
It was great. Kobo's barbecue. I ate so much. Kobo's Q. Real talk, man. What do we have? Shit.
So I
had pozole.
Okay,
oh my god.
He told us we pick anything from the menu, so we got the stuff from the menu, whatever. And then later, the Kobo's guy came over with, "Hey, I got an asada plate."
Oh, you didn't know?
What?
No, he didn't tell you. He kept telling me carne asada at 1. So I was kind of announcing it. Carne asada at 1.
No, he found me because you were busy talking to one of the booths.
Yeah, he texted
and
me.
he just like
"Food's
gave it to
ready."
me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like for Chingo, he's just like, "No, it's for y'all," and I was like. And I'm looking at him like, what, man? Man, like, he's just like, it's gonna get cold, and I was like, you right. And I,
You show
I
right.
picked out
I'm
a few
glad
of it.
you
I
did.
just got like a taco here and there, and I made a taco, and then Chico came in and finished the rest.
I was busy. I was busy. Shout out to Be Someone, La Conecta brand, Cap Summit,
Inked Cotton.
Inked Cotton. I just saw him. We dropped off some of your merch, and he said, "Yeah, let me know anytime y'all got another one like that." And I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, could he do live screen printing at the Improv? I was like, it's gonna be too chaotic, too packed. And then I was like, should I hire a DJ for the Houston Improv shows? So we're working on a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of little details, trying to give y'all the best product. But that pop-up was really fun. We can't wait to do another one, maybe on another side of town. Like, tap in, let us know in the comments. Like, yo, bro, come do that in Conroe. Or like, man, you got to do that in Baytown. Or like, yo, what's up with Katie, bro? Like, Sugarland, or do a pop-up somewhere, you know.
Yeah, we might do some more. We're thinking about it. So that might be something we can do in the future because it is beneficial to everybody and it does.
Fun,
it also gets back to the fans and stuff, and the fans get to come and hang out and stuff.
Yeah,
so it was cool because there was a few kids that came too and got to see Chingo and get his hat.
I mean,
and stuff like that.
couples, family, just different people, and you get to like have a beer with them and chit chat and like actually like talk for a minute.
Well, what I like about the location you went to was it was small, so it only lends itself for a few vendors, which I think is easier. It's when you get too many vendors, it becomes hard because then it becomes a big thing. I think when you keep it tight
harder.
like this,
Yeah.
like how you did it, it lends itself for you to go chit chat with people, have a beer with people. You know, it's not so like stand by the booth, take a picture, next, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. This
Hi
is
bye,
more
hi bye.
yeah. Which I know that's always your deal. So I was like,
After the show,
after the
sometimes-
show, you hate that you just have to say picture bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. I got another show to go to. You know, another one I have to do.
So this pop-up allowed me to really,
which is really cool.
like we were sitting there having a meal with people.
Yeah, that was the whole goal of it, which is what I was telling Chingo. Like, it's gonna be your thing where exclusively you're inviting your friends, your people to do the pop up, and then around that'll give us time to kind of do what we want to do. Because then, on top of that, we're giving them attention, and because again, there's gonna be videos coming out this week that I'm still gonna be editing, where it's like we got with the booths, we got to let people know about the booths and stuff like that, each one of them, and so we're gonna put those out later on. And so it really gave Chingo time to interact not only with the fans, but with the actual other businesses, and then just really chill the whole time. So that's the vibe we wanted to give off, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
that came out
great.
good.
Sucks
Yeah.
I missed it.
And then you had something too, Marisol, right? That's why you missed it?
I did.
Fashion
I missed
show.
it because I had a fashion show. And I didn't know how to break it down to my boss that I was going to have to miss the event that I was supposed to help coordinate. And I said, so
I mean, we discussed like, do we move the date of the pop-up? Do we shift the time? Like, what are we doing?
I'm glad you didn't do either because as you see, we finished at the same time. So when the fashion show was over, you guys were finishing up too. So I would have not have been able to even have made it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard, but we both had, I guess, successful weekends, you know? So I think it was great. I got to, do a fashion show, which was really cool, you know, it was really cool to see. And, I was able to have Mickey there too. So that was really cool. She got to walk the runway. So yeah, I'm hoping that this opens more opportunities for my brand, and I'm able to do a lot more of these. These were a lot of fun. They were a lot of work, as you saw.
Well, you got to be creative, and everybody took notice. Everyone's like, yo, props, especially the other women from the Hive. They're like, yo, how did you think of having the model wear the pants this way and tying the thing to the purse? And
so what happened was, one of my models said, you know what, I think the pants need a belt because they're kind of loose on me. And I said, oh my God, where am I going to find a belt? Well, one of the purses that she had a chain, like a chain, what do you call it, strap. So I said, I got it. Let's take the chain off the purse. I took the chain off the purse, made her a belt. And then I was wearing a necklace that had like several chains. So that I said, so that it just doesn't look like a chain, we'll connect my necklace to the chain. So I connected one side to the other. And then it was like a hanging necklace, like a hanging thing. And it had a little diamond on it. So it looked kind of cool because her shirt also had rhinestones and pearls. So that kind of went together. And then I didn't think about having earrings for her because I thought there was too much going on her shirt. Mm-hmm. And then when I saw her whole outfit together, I was like, oh my God, I didn't bring her earrings because I thought it was going to too much. But now when I see her outfit, it does need it. So there I go. I take off my earrings. So basically I took off all my jewelry. I took off my earrings, and the models were walking with it. But it's funny because Andrea that was helping me, she's just like, I would have never figured that out. I would have been like, looks like she's going to walk down the runway with no belt because I don't know what we're going to do. And
Marisol's going to have to go back to being my stylist again because I got to rock the boots, man. I got to bust out the boots to some of these shows. I might have to rock the cowboy hat for some of these shows. And so get ready.
You have to make it some kind of cool.
We're going to unleash all your creativity. And
So I saw this thing today. And I kind of want to like attempt to make Chingo a jacket like it. Okay. So I think it's very Chingo bling.
Something for stage.
Bling, bling. But it's going to take me a while to make. Like it's going to take me hours.
Is it bling bling or bling blow? Because I might have to change my name.
It's bling blow.
Chingo bling blow.
And the hat too. It's going to be just like out there.
Man, hey. Well, hey,
bring it back.
I'm dropping more.
That was you before. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something real quick. So when I met Chingo, I had told him that the one thing that I liked about him during that time as a fan, I'm still your fan, babe, but as your fan during that time, it was like when my friend first told me about Chingo Bling, I was like, what? And I was like, what the fuck? I said, look at this guy's style. I was like, that's what's up. And because the way I see style, if you can pull something off that no one else can pull off.
You were like, he the Harajuku Cholo or something.
Bro, I was like, that is my jam right there. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I like for people to say that, yeah, I couldn't pull that off. I know you probably couldn't because...
I'd get props for the boots too. Like at like some big award shows in Florida, like the Ozone Awards. So you got these Georgia rappers and Florida rappers. I mean, Rick Ross showed up.
You went all out with your boots.
Pastor Troy, like, hey man, you know what I mean? Like,
I told you, I said we got to like come up with a new little design
because a lot of
you need some new ones for this new era, this new Chingo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me know. I'm down because a lot of rappers have ties to the country, or they got like some uncles that are like, cowboy type of thing. So, a bunch of rappers like, man, I need some. Actually, there's a rapper named Murs that he's real big. He got married in a pair of Chingo boots.
What?
We made boots for Lil Flip. Trey the Truth, he wanted some boots made for his mom, but I didn't know if he was serious. And I was like, for real, bro? So he was just like, man, you taking too long. I was like, okay, well, I didn't,
Yeah, well, my point to that was I was really more like, I liked your music, but I was really more into like your style because I thought it was so out there and flamboyant. And I was like, that's my kind of dog right there. And that's really what I liked about you. And then like, by the time I met him, that whole era was gone. So it was like, I didn't get to.
It's like I'll wear it when I have to. I'm like, why? Somebody hiring me to, do I got to pull up? Or am I at La Michoacana right now? It's sweatpants. Somebody recognize me.
Sometimes, boy, you be looking crazy. I'd be like, you went Where'd you go like that today? Oh, I just went to go run some errands. And I'm just like, oh my God. But if people recognize you and they want a picture, you're going to be dressed like, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, dang, for real. That's how they know that's you. You're authentic.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, you make sure sometimes, like, okay, you're going to the airport, bro.
Yeah, I'll be like, if someone's going to see you, you cannot go that comfy.
Get your little unit.
Like, let me go see what we can pull together that looks comfy, but not like the other.
So I'm looking forward to these stage outfits because, of course, we still got to shoot music videos, and I'm going to be out there working on a documentary. So maybe I could wear that in the documentary, like showing everybody the history and the present and the future.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Looking forward to hitting the road. February 8th, first stop. Get your tickets, chingobling.com. We're going everywhere. Marisol's done a great job of lining up the tour. However, more dates to be announced. We still got
I haven't done a great job. He's being really nice right now.
I'm putting it on the spot.
I just want y'all to know that I have not done a great job as his tour manager. I've really been...
She's like, I'm in a boutique now. I don't know if you're going to go to Detroit or not. Look, Toledo, Ohio can wait because I have a fashion show.
So I'm not going to act like
she's like, Fort Wayne, Indiana doesn't want to see you that bad. They can wait another 2 weeks so I can reply to that email.
So yeah, thank you for lying to the public,
kidding,
but I'm
boo-boo.
okay.
I'm just
no,
kidding.
it's been a lot for both of us. So like we were just trying to catch up, but we are continuing to line up stuff. Waiting to hear back on a few cities.
And let us know what cities. Let us know what cities. Let us know what cities because we want to go to DC. We want to go to Atlanta. You know, we are going to Raleigh, North Carolina. We are going to Milwaukee. At the Improv in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. We're going to Chicago. We'd like to go to Nashville. Like, let us know where you at.
Comment below. Let them know like where you'd like to see. Juan, can you do a poll when you post this or no? Like, you know how sometimes you can do polls? Are you able to do them with these or no?
I can do it. It's just going to come up on the video, though.
It's going to look weird. Never mind. All right.
No, just let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We check all the comments. Thank you guys so much. More Cafecito Time on the way.
See y'all next week. Bye.
Thank you. Peace.